Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 Portable. This is KaffeineGaming, and last time we defeated the Venus Eagles on floor 5, and we still have a little bit to go here before we get to the top. So let's just go ahead and head up. We've already had and gotten every item off of this floor. No big deal. Hold on. Huh? The shadows on this floor are a bit different than the ones you've faced thus far. Proceed with caution. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Stairway is right next to the entrance, but let's not take that yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and miss. Alright, so I picked up Pixie again. So I have Nekomata, but I got Pixie. I want to go ahead and continue to do that as I level up here, or as I defeat enemies. That little symbol above the enemy's head there means it's distressed, and we're going to get distressed enemies. Off the top of my head, I think distressed enemies can't like dodge your attacks, and I think it's really, really easy to get a critical hit on them. So yeah, really good to do that if we can. Alright, as I was hoping for, we got a new enemy here. We've got the Obsessed Cupids. The Obsessed Cupids are weak to ice and resist wind, and they can only be found on floors, let's see here, 6 to 15, so this is going to be the first time that we can run across them. Now, unfortunately, as I'm looking through here, I don't have Asperus, who has the ice attack. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to go all out here. If you press triangle, you will go into rush mode, which will just very quickly have everyone physically attack. And you can cancel out by pressing triangle again. No big deal. And we kicked their butts, so that was useful. Alright, real quick here, you can see that there are skulls on the cup and the wand. Yeah, you're not going to want to get those. That has something to do with the Reaper, and I'm not really going to explain him too much until we actually like run across him, but you don't want to pull cards like that, and there will be times where you really don't have any options, which is just an unfortunate, but it's a thing. If you ever run across that, do your best to find an exit.
Enemies detected.
Okay, let me go ahead and show off the Obsessed Cupid. So we have the magic hand here, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use Augie against him, which I'm hoping will hit. So he's down, and then what you want to do is, if you've got these Obsessed Cupids, which is basically useless, well, you don't really want to do this if you don't have to. I don't say it's useless, it's nice. You're gonna use Bufu against them. Or Bofo, is that pronounced correctly? And we win. And so as you can see here, we've got another symbol. Let's go ahead and get the sword here. So in this one, rather than getting a skill card, you're gonna get a weapon. So we got the imitation katana when we did that. Oh, and we leveled up. So we are now level 7. Fantastic. Very good news. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and show that off. So that's gonna be for, that's not gonna be for me, is it? No, it's gonna be for Junpei here. So you can see now that I have 2 of those. It's not as good as the blade he currently has. We'll be finding some actually pretty good weapons that way. I've run into a few things that are pretty good. Let's go ahead and go down here. We're gonna be exploring every floor to get the experience. All right, we got another new weapon here. Let's see if it's any. Let's see what we got here. Oh no, she's already got it on. So we caught another practice bow, getting a 1 sword card. So I just wanted to see, I couldn't remember off the top of my head what weapon she had. So let's go ahead and explore. Me wait for my party members to catch up. And let's go ahead and explore the rest of the map here. We should be, dang it. Another gold enemy. So unlike Persona 4 where you can actually press square, if you press square here, you get orders. You don't actually get to go say, hey, go to the next floor. You actually have to backtrack the entire way. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm hoping not too many enemies spawned on the way back. And don't worry, if your allies get lost, they'll still come with you onto the next floor. Unless they're in a battle, that's a different story. If they're in a battle, you'll have problems. Wait. There it is again. I detect a powerful foe above you. It's still relatively far away, but be careful as you work your way upward. Yeah, we're gonna be careful. No problem. All right, let's go ahead and take this guy out. We got a new weapon that I don't remember ever getting before, and I don't know who it goes to. Oh, it goes to me, and it's a wooden hockey stick. Let's see, it's just a +2 on attack, but the hit rate doesn't go down, so let's just go ahead and select that. Might as well. And you can see here, if I actually back out, yeah, I actually carry the hockey stick with me in 3D, which is pretty cool. But don't run away. Later on, when we're trying to get more money, the distressed enemies are actually going to be really useful at that time because they'll just run away from us and we won't have to worry about fighting them. Alright, so EO here has leveled up to level 7. Or IO, I'm guessing it's EO. And Hermes is also leveled up to level 7. I keep trying to hear Yukari as she says her persona's name, and it's really hard to understand her sometimes because it sounds like she's literally yelling into the microphone like her voice actor was. No, 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 don't run. Okay, well that was nonsense. I got hit with 3 critical hits in a row. Like, I don't even know. Okay, let's go ahead and back off here and go finish exploring the rest of the floor. That really sucks. Sometimes what I may do in later floors is when I get done exploring, I may cut, depending on how many floors I'm trying to get done during that particular episode, so you don't have to watch me backtrack. Though, I don't know, future maybe for that may be good. Okay, let me heal again here. Yukari got whacked pretty good in that one. Alright, let's see, we got one more enemy here. Alright, let's heal Junpei here. He was taking damage pretty slowly, but he got hit pretty good. We were just fighting some normal stuff. Ooh, we got some new armor. Yes. So let's see here. I usually upgrade myself first with armor, and then go with the rest of my folks. So what we have here is the, well actually, Yukari's got some really low defense. I mean, it's only a couple points lower than Junpei, but it's 4 lower than mine. I'm gonna go ahead and give her the camo shirt here. Great for field combat, apparently. But as I was saying, I think, I don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, it'll be great when we have distressed enemies when we're running around because they'll run away and we won't have to fight them. We'll be able to loot. Oh, there's an enemy that spawned. We'll be able to loot the floors very quickly. Oh, and I was talking about what we're going to be doing. Oh crap, when we're going to be making our way back to the stairs. We're probably going to be cutting that out simply because some of the later levels where we'll be going upstairs and up floors, we'll be doing, you know, quite a few as we go. So it won't just be like 5 or 6. Let's see, the powerful enemy I mentioned before is getting closer. If you're not at full strength, just return for today. I can't do that. It's lame. Okay, well that was a dead end. Nice. I guess there's only one path forward here. Let's see, let's go right. I'm waiting for my party members to catch up with me. Alright, so we've got a floor over here. Let's go and take this guy out. Oh, this is what I was hoping for. We've got the grave, that's actually not what I wanted to do. We've got the grave beetle here. He is weak to wind and he resists electricity. So we're gonna wanna go ahead and use wind against him. We're gonna go ahead and use a slash attack. And so Yukari knows Garo here? This is Garo. So she can actually hit him and do a powerful attack against him. So we can go ahead and use an all-out attack. And we actually didn't do that much damage. Goodness. Okay. Well, we'll just do physical attacks against him. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, he does quite a bit of damage. He's very powerful, so if you're not sure what you're coming up against, it may be a problem. Because he's a little guy, his little shadow on the map is like super small because it's just one enemy. But yeah, he can do some decent damage against you, especially if he gets a critical hit, so be careful. Alright, how much yen do we have? 17,000? Okay, we're not too far behind. I'd like to have a lot more. And actually for the grave beetles, it may be worth not doing an all-out attack. You can actually cancel out and just going and using physical attacks.
One enemy detected.
I'm gonna show this off. Might as well. It's gonna be quick and easy. That was painless. A lot of the enemies here that you're going to be finding on the first 16 floors are going to be relatively easy once you've leveled up enough, but you can't level up enough as far as I'm concerned. Get him! Get him! Oh, frick. Oh, no, 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 no. He's gone. Well, I was hoping to maybe get him and just have him vanish, but apparently not. I think we still actually have a little corner. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth going and doing, but we do need the practice and experience of any enemies we find. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Now, as we go up the tower, these floors are actually going to change shape and color and layout. So the good thing about this is it won't always be this green, I don't know what to call this, hospital-like layout. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is, like the green windows, kind of creepy. It's like the little arrows are telling us where to go. Come here. And if for any reason, just a heads up, if you're having any trouble keeping your guys at proper HP levels, which I'm hoping at this point in the game you're not actually having that problem, please don't just run forward like I am. Go back to the beginning. Look, see, look, this is seriously blood on the floor, guys. It's really weird. But yeah, don't be an idiot. Take care of yourself. And for the record, your allies can actually get into battles without you. So be very careful if you run off without them like I just did. That guy could have easily decided to charge my allies and they could have gotten in a fight, and I think they probably would be fine right now, but in later levels, if you're dealing with enemies that are like element specific, you may have problems. And if you're wondering what I meant by that, by element specific, I mean some enemies require you to have certain elements and some enemies may use certain elements. You know, my hit rate is not that low, but apparently in that last battle it was, because you can see I took a little bit of damage there because it was just like miss after miss after miss. You're getting very close to that powerful enemy I detected earlier. I believe it's on the next floor. Be careful. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. This is one of the best setups. If you want to head back to the beginning for any reason and you get a layout like this where you walk in and there's one of these little portals, take it. Because you haven't done any floor exploring, and so you're not going to really be wasting any time. I don't know. Man, that guy got a good hit on me for no reason. There we go. Okay, let's see here. We've got a little bit more on this side, so let's just go ahead and finish this up. Okay, let's go ahead and get this. We got some rancid gravy, that's useless. We'll maybe talk about side effects later. I really don't use any items that have side effects. It's just not worth it. We have plenty of good items that we can use. Maybe it's just me, but I don't use items simply because I have them, and I tend to plan before I go running into a dungeon, so. Maybe I'll show off some of the battles that are super short, because there's really no reason for me to be cutting those out if they're only taking like 10 seconds a piece. Like this one's gonna take no time at all. Let me show you why. I'm just gonna go ahead and rush this. Of course, if I miss, yeah, and because I'm like rushing, the actual battle itself is taking no time, and I'm just wiping enemies like crazy, which is actually really nice. The other thing you could do, if you want to go back to the entrance, you could actually fuse some persona together, which actually is a really good idea. We got a revival bead, that's the healing, or like the recovery item if your guys get knocked out. Here's another battle. There's like two people, or two shadows, and we just rush through it. We're dealing so much damage. Right now when Junpei hits a crit, he's doing over 100 damage. So your enemies are just getting wiped out. And plus we leveled up here, so we get to level 8. That's nice. That was useful. Let's see, we've got another shadow here, but that about ends this floor, so let's just go ahead and, let's go back to rush mode here. Of course, I actually need to hit my enemies to defeat them. Okay, use Garu against her. So this has been going on for a while now, and I wasn't showing them off, but like I said, there's no reason to not show these off since we're just kind of wiping the floor with everything. Look at that, that was ridiculous. And then we get some extra experience. So this is good news. Alright, 19 experience. Not quite leveling up my other guys. Well, let's just go ahead and continue on to the next floor then. So this is floor 10. I think Mitsuru has already said that there's enemies bit powerful enemies here. I detect 3 shadows in this floor's central area. Once again, you'll be facing a new type of enemy, so stay alert. Alright, well let's go ahead. On every so often's floor, we'll be running across these things. I want to say every 5 floors, but that's actually not the case. So let's just go ahead and go back to floor 1 here. And let's go ahead, first thing, let's go ahead and heal the party. So it's actually not going to use that much yen up. That's fantastic. And let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and save on the next save point, or next save square. And let's go ahead and just check here what we can fuse. So what we can do, I don't want to use Orpheus yet, but you can fuse Necomana with Pixie or with Apsaris here. The 2 things you're going to get here is Alp, which is a lover's persona, and Fornius, which we do want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and fuse Necomana with Pixie here to get this guy. And yeah, we don't have the social link for this yet, but we definitely want to go ahead and fuse it anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and pass his fusion this time around. I am Fornius. I was born of thee, and I shall walk by thy side. Well, thank you. And, okay, so that works. We do want to do that. That way we can get another Pixie at a later point to fuse Necomata again. And then we can then fuse from there on. And we'll be doing a lot more of that when we get to the end of this. Trust me on this one, I'll be explaining everything when we get there. That won't be this episode though. I don't want to have this episode go on too long. She's gonna go ahead and just blabber her mouth again. Make sure that you have Orpheus equipped. I do. And if you've used him to fuse, I don't know what to tell you. Prepare yourself. We're fighting some pink hands. Some dashing pink hands.
It's strong, so be careful.
Look at that ring. Look at that big old ring. It's got like a bracelet, but it's a necklace because it's a hand with a face. All right, so these guys are the dancing hands. The dancing hands are weak to strike attacks. They resist fire, ice, electricity, and wind. They block light and dark. And, well, they're found on floor 10. So let's go ahead. The only attack right now, I believe, that we have that is strike is bash. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and knock 2 of these guys out. We're gonna be doing the same thing for this battle as we did for the Venus hand. It'll be the easiest way to take care of these guys. So we should be able to bash another one again and make him dizzy. There we go. So I want to go ahead and just show off here that I don't have any other strike attacks here with this guy, or with Junpei. Let's go ahead and see if we can, nope. And you can see here that obviously Yukari also does not have one. I'm hoping to make these guys dizzy, but it looks like it's not gonna happen. They use fire attacks. This guy's too tired. Let's see what this guy will use. Another fire attack, which obviously we don't really care about with Orpheus. So, all right, let's go ahead and take each one of these guys out.
Attack again. One more.
And actually I misspoke when I said I was gonna do what the Venus Eagles. It's actually not true. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on with an all-out attack. I just wanted to show off what they could do and prove that I didn't have any strike attacks. You can see how much damage we're dealing here. We're dealing a ton. You could easily do what you did previously, but we're probably not actually gonna need that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Zio. Yeah, it looks like they've got all the different attacks. So let's go ahead. We may need to heal if we keep this going. Let's go ahead and knock this guy out.
A wisely chosen attack. One more.
Knock out this guy. Actually, this should defeat this guy. Yep. All right, we're down to 2. Let's just go ahead and go all out here. I like how they're dancing. Their little fingers.
Let's get him. Get back here, you son of a...
These battles are extremely easy if you are doing them and exploiting all the weaknesses. They really don't have... Yeah, we are severely injured. Actually, let's go ahead and heal Katone over there. I want to make sure. That's what I was afraid of. Yeah, they do have... yeah, she is, but I'm not worried about it. We'll heal here in a second. Done.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Thanks, Mitsuru. And we get some Mazio gems here. Very nice. Alright, so we hit level 8 here. Nothing new though, and we hit 8 with Hermes. Looks like we'll be getting a new skill at level 9, so we'll definitely be working on that eventually. Alright, so if we go ahead and run up here, you can see to the right there's staircase, but to the left we get a couple chewing souls. So those heal your SP. I really don't care about that right now. Here's what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna go back to the entrance, but I'm not gonna need to heal when I get there. I just want to save now that I've gone ahead and defeated that battle. Pretty simple, nothing bad there. So next time we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna reach the barrier that we can't currently pass. And then I'm gonna show off how to get the yen that we need to actually do everything we want to do. Now, as I've said before, one of the big things with this is we're actually going to be very much like arcade and spending money happy, especially at the beginning. That way we can definitely get everything we need. That way we can get all the social links that we require. Additionally, that way we can get the academics that we need to pass our tests and get some of the items that we will get from that. But to do that, we need money. And as of right now, we only have 20,000 yen, and we're gonna need at least 30,000 more. I would actually say 40,000 to make absolutely positively sure that you have all the money that you need to actually, you know, do all of the arcade stuff and everything that you need. So just a heads up, that would be my suggestion. You can do whatever you want, of course, but if you're going to be following my guide to the T, you're definitely going to need at a minimum 50,000. I would actually suggest more, but we do have, and don't forget, we have the Empress's masks here. We can sell those too. I think those are 3,000 a piece. I actually think they may be less than that. But so they're not really going to be padding out our wallet any, just a heads up. So with that, I will see you next time. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this and if you're liking the overlays that I'm putting on the enemies. Additionally, if there's anything you think I should change on those, let me know that too. And I'll see you next time.